Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to do is show you some more examples of men who were lied to when they are involved with wicked women who tell them that the child is theirs, and then they discover later in life that the child is not theirs. Some terrible shit, but I got some also some facts, data, and statistics that I'm going to put on the screen as well in this reaction video. So let me go ahead and play this right quick. You tell me what you think about it.
Bruh, he ain't my fucking kid.
None of that shit, bro.
Bruh, he ain't my kid, bruh. Can you prove that he's my kid?
Go get a DNA test done. When you go get a DNA test done, then come back and holler.
I got a whole DNA test right here. Not my fucking child. Ain't no probability of my kid. Look, it's so about nigga, that's the child support office. That's the child support office.
I go Kobe, man.
That's the child support office. He ain't even my goddamn kid.
Whatever the fuck it is, you go get.
He's not my fucking kid. Probability of paternity. He's not even my kid. Look, he's not mine. Look, he's not mine. He's not mine, bro. You can live your life now, bro. He's not mine. What the fuck when you call me a deadbeat for me that's not mine? He's not even mine.
No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's not his kid, and she pressing him for money for child support. She been on his ass about getting money for child support, and she called him a deadbeat before he found out about this, and she's calling him a deadbeat now because she's trying to say that because he went to get a DNA test that he's a deadbeat because he really just doesn't want to pay for that child. Okay? That's not being a deadbeat. That's just reality. And I'm going to tell you something else, man. The majority, I would say almost all women, they know who the real daddy is. They know who they fuck with. I done seen too many clips where women, after they have been discovered as being liars and not telling the truth about who the real father is, I found out, and I've seen in many clips myself, where the woman would say they know who the man is that is the real daddy, and that they still are in communication with that man. The only reason why they do this to you, gentlemen, because you look better on paper. Because you have more stability. You have more peace you can bring. The other guy was just a fuck buddy or someone that would never get their shit together. That's why they stick it on you when they already know you ain't the daddy, because they know that's one way of keeping stability, not you. Even though you bring stability, but it has shit to do with you. They don't care about you. You're just a utility. You're just a stepping stone. They do that shit just to keep the stability, the benefits, the perks. Not you. Fuck you. It's all about the perks that come with you. So that's why they do that. And these type of women will cheat on you. They will never respect you. They ain't nothing but users. Low down, good for nothing, musty back, heifer type of women.
Take that shit, man. Ain't even fucking mad.
Well, you got a basket on top of
I don't care. That's his shit. Give him his shit. Give him his shit. Before I knew what my son, I bought him all of this little shit. He can have the rest of it too. This is all his shit.
Think about it, man. You can have a child that you think is yours for years, and you spend so much time on that little kid. You spend money on that kid. You feed that little kid. You clothe that little kid. You take that kid out to sporting events. You buy things for the kid. You try to get the kid enrolled in certain programs to make the kid happy. The kid want to be in sports, so you take him to some type of sporting event, and you sit in the bleachers and you support the child. 5 years later, 10 years later, 13 years later, 16 years later, you come to find out that that child ain't yours. Now you're bonded to the child emotionally, but you would never be bonded to the child physically because it didn't come from your loins. And at the same time, the whole 15 years, 16 years, 20 years, the woman knows that it's not your child. Or the woman knows it's not your child and still be having physical relationships with the men who are. I said men, because you may have 2, 3. Because I've seen cases where these women had 3 kids, and they all from different baby daddies, and still fooling around with 2 out of the 3 of the baby daddies, while the man over here who think he done hit the lottery with a woman, this is the best woman on the planet, He's raising these other men's children, and they laughing at him.
Listen, I bought all of it. I bought all of it except for that little blue pants, them old ass pants she run, and them right there. Chloe ain't bought me shit. Chloe don't like you or your kid. What the fuck? Don't find the message. Chloe ain't bought a shit. I done bought everything for the. Chloe ain't even never seen this. This ain't important. It wouldn't make no difference. He ain't my goddamn kid. The blood test says. Bruh, the blood test says not mine.
Now, that was disturbing, wasn't it? It was very disturbing. So now I'm gonna put you some put some stats on the screen. Let me read some numbers off to you, man. Ooh, that's a tough thing, man. Let me put this on the screen. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm gonna have stats from 2014, 06, going all the way to 2023. Now, this is the first one. The Liverpool study calculated the number to be 3.7%. This would mean that close to 1 million fathers in the United States are unknowingly raising another man's child. 1 million men. Now, that was in 2024. Okay? That's 2024. Now, let's go to 2016 and 205 and all that stuff. Research published in 2016 indicated that up to 2% of British fathers unknowingly raising a child who is the biological child of another man. Okay? A 2005 scientific review of international published studies of paternal discrepancy found a range of incidents around the world. You hear this? Around the world from 0.8% to 30%. Okay? You get that from Wikipedia. Now, what I want to show you is, it says 30%, right? Now, this is 2023. It went up. It says 40% is what they said. The last study said that 40% of men are raising children who are not theirs, and they don't even know it. That breaks my heart. That was in April 19, 2023. Now, I want y'all to understand something. The number is increasing to where women are becoming more and more dishonest and deceitful. 40% of almost all women, that's damn near half of all women in America. The other study is globally. The last one is United States. So damn near nearly half of all women who have children, who are living with men who believe that their child is theirs or children is theirs, almost half of those women are lying. Let that sink in. That's really mind-boggling. Half of the women. So that means when you go to Walmart, you go to retail stores, grocery stores, you go to the park, you go to any kind of event, and those women out there with their so-called husbands or boyfriends or baby daddies, there's a great chance that damn near almost half of the people that you meet, if they're women, of course, because of the numbers, whatever, that they may be lying. Think about that's mind-blowing, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. That means that some of you who watch my show right now, if you got kids and you think it's yours, it's not your kid. I'm gonna have to be real with this and be hard on it. You better go get your child checked out right now. You better go look and see right now and see whether or not if that's your child. Because according to the numbers, majority of you who watching my show, that child that you think is your little king and all that shit, it ain't your kid. Now, the thing that's so messed up about the hypocrisy of today's modern day woman is this. A woman would never, ever, ever have to second guess whether or not the child is hers because it came from her. But men, you have to be careful now. You have to second guess whether or not your snuggums, your honey child, your sweet dumpling lady gave you your child. I'm telling you, a lot of you out there watching, that child ain't yours according to the numbers. Some of you have the child that is yours, but from that, almost, you better go get looked at. You better go sneak and do one. Let me go ahead and put some more on the screen. It's tragic, man.
You are not the father.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Can I still come around and see Amaya and help her out if I can? Because for a year and 4 or 5 months, she's been my daughter, and she's still gonna.
Now, this is what the problem is right here. I'm gonna be hard. I'm gonna be cold on this, and I got to be. All right, I have to be like this, y'all. If you find out, I know there's gonna be an emotional bond to that child, and you're gonna probably don't like what I say, but listen to me, okay? Leave that child alone. Inside of you, it's gonna be like, I want to fight for that child, but it's not your kid. It's not your kid. You took a loss. You just have to take a loss. Because what happens is when you continue to take care of that child, the child that she was lying to you about, the child that she said was yours, and she already knew it wasn't yours, and she knows the man who got her pregnant, or she doesn't know the man who got her pregnant. The fact that she know it's not yours, well, then she would know. She would know. The fact she told you that it was yours and it wasn't yours, and you still hang around, she won. How did she win? Because she still got you playing the patsy. She still got you playing the sucker. You're still coming around. You're still putting clothes on the bastard child. You're still feeding the bastard child. Because a bastard child's an illegitimate child, a child that was had and created without the woman or the husband being married. So basically, you're still doing fatherly duties for a child that is not yours. And a lot of you say, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. Even if it ain't my blood, that's still my child. No, it the fuck ain't. No, it ain't. If you ever need some kind of surgery, or that child needs some type of surgery, and only the father can give that child that kidney or whatever it may be, you can't do that. You can't do none of that shit. Only the real biological father can do that. Only the mother can do that. You on the outside standing cold. I know what I'm saying hard to you. I know this type of teaching hurts. I know this type of what I'm saying hurts. But I'm telling you, cut your losses. Find you a woman who will give you your own air. It's gonna be hard, and you might need therapy. I don't know how long it's gonna take for you to get over it. You may not ever get over it completely, but don't raise another man's child, especially if that child was presented to you in deception. If that bitch is gonna lie to you about that, imagine what else that bitch is lying to you about. Imagine what other things that she will in the future lie to you about. Because that's one of the biggest crushing lies, to find out that your child is not yours. I'm telling you, leave that child. It's not the child's fault, but it's your fault if you stay. It's her fault for doing what she did. Leave her.
Be my daughter, and I told her that before she came in the show. I got on my knees and I told her that no matter what, even if they say no, I still want to be part of Amaya's life, because my dad raised me since I was 6 weeks in my mom's belly, and that's a real man right there.
Something else I want to point out, man. This is why you can't fall in love with these hoes, man. Men tend to want to be in a relationship even when the relationship is dysfunctional. If a man have a strong emotional investment in a woman, it's hard for him to break away. Where's the proof of that, Jeremy? Who files the most divorce? Over 80% of women do that. Women who are college educated, according to the American Sociological Association, 90% of women with degrees in higher education file for divorce. That makes it 90%, right? 80 without degrees, 90 with degrees. You see what I'm saying? Men are not, that means damn near anywhere from 20% or 10%, depending on what it is. I say about 30 or 20% of men file for divorce. Because men tend to want to keep being in a relationship. Even if the woman ain't the best woman, the fact that you have children and that you married, men tend not to be, they might cheat, they might do things like that, but men tend to want to keep the family together. That's what you just saw. That part of that man still wanted to be in a relationship that he never was in. He didn't know that woman. He was never in a relationship, really. He just with a woman, with a child, and thought that was his family, but it wasn't his family at all. They didn't make but he thought they made a family together. It's terrible, bro. I'm gonna show you some more. Hard lessons.
You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father. You said earlier that if Robin was not your biological child, it causes you to doubt whether or not you truly are the biological father of Jermaine Benning Jr. The court wants to make sure when you leave here you have the whole truth. You are not the father.
This bitch running around fucking everybody. Now, he's not the father of 2 children, but that doesn't mean that those children do not belong to 2 separate men. You hear me? She got 2 kids. That means one kid might be with Pookie, maybe come from Pookie, and the other kid come from Ray Ray. It doesn't mean she just slept with one man and had 2 kids here. I got to give it to you straight, no chaser today. I got to give it to you because a lot of y'all going to fall for this shit, especially around Valentine's coming. They're going to fall in love with this shit and going to be trapped in a lie. One more.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. In the case of England versus Kaiser, when it comes to 6-month-old Isaac, England, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Kaiser, you are not the father.
Look at them, devastated. Devastated because what happened is these men fall in love with these children, man. They really see themselves as, you know, their father. Now, here's so fucked up about this, man. A man raising a bastard child or raising a child that is not his, when he believes that child is his child, he becomes to the point where he's damn near delusional himself because he'll start to think things like this. I can see myself in that young man. When he acts like this, I see myself in him. When he reacts like that, I see myself the same way I was at his age. I see that in him because that kid may or may not be picking up some of his actions or the kid just doing his thing. But he wants to believe that's his child so damn much because he loved the child so much that he sees himself in another man's seed. It's not even him. It didn't come. That child is a product of another man's sperm. You get what I'm saying? Nothing from the real, nothing from the fake dad. I'm calling him fake because he don't know. I'm not trying to insult the dude, but it is. All the time he thought he was father, but all along he really was stepfather. You see how cold these bitches is? A cold bitch will make a stepfather feel like he's the father because he did everything that a father would do, but he's not biologically tied to that boy. So therefore he's a stepfather. Unknowingly. Man, fuck these hoes, man.
Are not the father.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kaiser.
You sure? Are you
I'm
sure?
so sorry.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's gotta be a mistake, right? It's a mistake, right?
The man is in disbelief, man. He's in disbelief. It gotta be a mistake, right? It gotta, no. Y'all be they make men turn cold, man. That's an older man. You probably gave him the hardest crushing he ever had in his life.
I'm so sorry, but it is not a mistake. You are not baby Isaac.
But he can be his father. It doesn't matter if DNA or not. He can be that boy.
Don't do that. And all them dumbasses clapping behind her. See, that's the problem. You need men like me to tell you what's going on. You need me. I'm going to tell you why. That's the narrative. That is the narrative. Even though you watch a lot of these type of shows, that's what you're going to hear a lot. Even though you discovered that's not your child, there's going to be somebody or the person who got his heart broke. I'll still be in his life. But you'll hear the mother and other people say, you can still be his child. You can still be his father. You can still be his father. And then again, you go right back into what she wanted you to be. The man who is providing for a child that's not his. She knew it wasn't your child, and she had you playing daddy when you were really a stepfather without you knowing. She had you providing and protecting, leading and guiding the child before you found out the truth. Now you got the truth. Now you're going to go back and do the same damn thing you was doing? Fuck no. It's like a person who catches his woman cheating over and over again, and he keep going back to that bitch even though he got the proof that she's nothing but a low down, dirty, nasty, fucked up hoe. And he keep going back with her. Keep taking her out to eat. Keep buying her things. Keep getting her hair did. Keep paying for the goddamn car note. Keep paying for the phone note, phone bill, even though he knows that low down, musty back half a slut was cheating on him. It's the same shit here. When you find out that this woman has been lying about the child that you thought was yours, and you return and keep trying to take care of that child, it's the same scenario, different way. Same shit. You're going to keep doing what you was doing after you found out the truth. And guess what? You still going to be fucking with this woman because she going to keep trying to pull on your heartstrings. She might give you some pussy. She might tell you we can work it out. And you're going to be the dumbass motherfucker who going to go and follow her stank ass, and she going to go out and fuck somebody else and might get pregnant again. And when you get emotionally attached to that other new child and you find out that one ain't yours, you probably still go back with this bitch and take care of these other men's children. And these other men are laughing at you, still fucking her probably. I'm just going to have to give it to you real. Still fucking and probably seeing these kids too. She probably bring these kids to them motherfuckers. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. So I'm telling you some real shit. And you ain't going to like it. Some of you ain't going to like it. Because like I said, some of you who are watching this show today, that child ain't yours. Those kids ain't yours. That daughter ain't yours. That son ain't yours. Some of you watching my show today. And what I'm telling you, I'm putting thoughts in your mind. You thinking now. And some of you are afraid to get a damn DNA test now because you've been thinking that's your child for so long. But I'm telling you, you should find out if it's yours. And you're also afraid of, what do I do next if I find out that kid ain't mine? It's a tough thing, man. I can only give you my opinion, what I think. It's hard. That'll be a hard thing, but I'm going to tell you, leave both of them high and dry. It ain't the kid's fault. You don't got to be mean to the kid. If you see the kid walking around behind civil, but you cut yourself out that toxic life. Who wants to live a fucking lie? Because you're living a lie. If you find out that kid ain't yours, you're living a fucking lie. And you deserve so much more better. You deserve so much better. How can you be the better version of yourself after you have received the knowledge that the little kid you've been raising is not your child because your woman been out there fucking somebody else? How can you be an alpha male on top of that when you let a woman get so close to you, got such a hold on your soul that even if the bitch have children with other men, you stay with her? I know you don't want to hear it, but in the long run, you'll thank me for it. You will definitely thank me for it.